this is a live stream, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this video up, but if you are looking for the live stream chat, it doesn't show up for like 12 hours after I've already finished this live stream. So that it's if you don't see it, that's the reason. It takes like 12 hours for YouTube to process my live streams. Don't ask me why. But anyway, so real quick before I show you some conversation between the Amazon bozo named Bezos, uh, him and his creature girlfriend, uh, some conversation they had. Before I show you that, I want to tell you my thoughts on the flat Earth, okay, or should I say there, what the world believes to be a spinning ball hurling through an endless space, which is the most ridiculous theory in the world. Okay, it's okay. You are not on a spinning ball hurling through an endless space because see, if you go by their mathematics of our you know solar system, traveling, how many miles per day and how fast they're going, if you count the whole solar system moving, they're telling you that it's moving 10 million miles a day in a 20 minutes. And they'll tell you that the earth is, a billion years old if you talk to these dum dums. So if it's a billion years old and it's traveling 10 million miles a day, I mean, can you imagine? It's like, are you telling me that it never ends? It just keeps going and going. It never ends. I mean, it's just the most ridiculous theory, you know. But of course, it's first of all, it's not a spinning ball hurling through an endless space. Okay, we don't know exactly what it looks like, but if I had to guess, like I said, I would think it looks like, that's where they got the record player idea from, you know, because you have the needle in the middle, like you put the record through the needle and it spins like this. Now, is it possible? I'm not saying it is. I said the only way that the earth could be spinning, the outside doesn't move. There's no way. Just like old record players, it was like a square, okay, and then the middle moved. Now, is that a possibility? Yes. That's a possibility that the inside part moves, but the actual earth itself doesn't move. All right. Now, um, and that's why they had the dome over those over the record players in the old days. You cover it. But anyway, like I said, I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just telling you that we are not living on a spinning ball hurling through space. That's just complete nonsense. All right. And we are we are special. God created us special. There is not other civilizations. Okay. There's only heaven and hell and earth. Okay. That's it. There's no other civilizations. Whatever's in heaven, whatever's in on the earth, and whatever's in hell. So that's basically it. All right. And God created the moon and the sun, and I don't believe those are planets. I believe that those are just, if they look any different than a regular star, is because whatever God did to make that particular uh, object in the sky to look different than another. It's not a planet, okay? You can't land on it. You can't land on the moon. You can't land on the sun. It's like I said, it's nonsense. Anyway, so that's my theory, and I don't believe that it's 93 million miles away, the sun. I mean, total nonsense. And it's exactly the same size as the moon. If you took the light away from the sun and you put the sun and the moon together, it's exactly the same size. And they tell you that the reason that is because the sun is 93 million miles away and the moon is only 250,000 miles away. Think about how ridiculous that is. So it just so happens that it's that much of a difference, and that's why it's exactly the same size. It couldn't have been, you know, closer. The sun or the moon couldn't have been farther away or something. You get what I'm saying? To make it that way, you could see that there's a difference between the sizes. So that tells you, obviously it's an intelligent design. Okay, everything that you see has everything that's in front of you has a creator. All right, everything has a creator, and the ultimate creator is God, who created everything. All right, so you can't tell me that this earth was created by nothing and some kind of ridiculous Big Bang theory. You're just nuts. I mean, there's actually intelligent people, folks. I'm telling you, my family, these people are, educated. You know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say. The hell? Hold on, let me tell this person I can't talk. Anyway, sorry about that. Like I said, intelligent people, who, in my family, and they sit there and believe every story. And I said, so you believe that that everything came from a big bang and that it was from nothing? All this came from nothing? Or just is something wrong with you people? I mean, what? I mean, come on. And what's funny is you can't even argue with their logic because what they they give you what they've been taught in school, and you can't argue with it because they're going to give you their explanation from what they've heard. How you can argue with it? Because they're going to tell you, well, the reason is because of this and because of that. And I said, well, how can you argue with it? Because I can't argue with that because there's no way for me to prove their measurements and their, understanding. I can't prove that, but they can't prove it. They only can go by what they've been told. All right, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so like I said, if you just look at the speed that they go and all this other stuff, you'll see the 666 number a lot, with all their measurements. It's but I'm not going to get into that. I just wanted to let you know that I do not believe that we live on a spinning ball. Do not. There's no way. Anyway, like I said, folks, they're all gonna, we're gonna be vindicated soon. All right. You don't understand. Our time is coming. When the mark comes out and all those dum-dums take it who didn't listen to us, we're gonna be vindicated. All right. We're gonna be we're gonna be, depending on when God comes back to get us, but we're gonna go through hell in the meantime. But my point is, we're going to be vindicated because they're going to see that we were right, but it's going to be too late for them, and most of them are not going to endure to the end. Even though they know that it's the mark, they're still going to take it because they're going to give you every excuse. They go, well, I got to feed my family, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to keep my house, my car, whatever. I said, all right, but you're not going to keep your soul. You're not going to, your salvation is on the line. All they're thinking about is now. Like I said, I'm going to, that's what gives each other strength. That's why I always tell everybody it's good to have somebody near you. But if not, that's fine. I wish I had somebody because I could encourage them when they're feeling down, and they could encourage me when I'm feeling down. Do you get what I'm saying? But if we don't have anybody, we have Jesus. No matter what, we always have Jesus. But it's always good to have somebody in your real life who's there for you to comfort you when you're not feeling so strong, if you're at a weak moment, But again, that's on you, Like I said, I don't want to be alone, but I haven't found anybody who's willing to live the meager, what's the word? My lifestyle, which is having nothing. You know, they don't want to live like this. You know, they still want to have some, you know, they still want some part of the world, you know. Anyway, so let me just get to this. Like I said, folks, you know, get right with God, man. That's all I'm going to tell you. And Jesus is God. So let me just show you um, this this clip, and I'm not sure. It might be a copyrighted clip, so that's why I might have to stop it every like 15 seconds or something. So they're asking Jeff Bezos, the Amazon creature, and his creature girlfriend a question here. Let's see what they say.
Do you believe in our lifetime that space travel is going to be attainable for everyone?
I do. Let me give you an example. It was only a little more than 100 years ago. The Wright brothers flew this tiny little plane just a couple hundred feet. And if you told the Wright brothers, 100 years from now, there's going to be like a 787 that carries 400
You'd
people.
laugh.
You creature. Did you see that creature? You.
There's going to be like a 787 that carries 400
You'd
people.
laugh.
Yeah, you're really intelligent. I could see it. I'm sure he really likes you for your brain.
You'd
People.
laugh.
Now, there's going to be like a 787 that carries 400
You'd
people.
laugh. You've yet to go. There've been a lot of firsts.
She's
Yeah.
a future astronaut.
I'm yet to go.
She's ready. She wants to go.
I'm ready. Are we talking in
Future astronaut.
first?
She's
Yeah.
a future astronaut.
She's got some ass and nuts, maybe. But no.
She wants to go.
I'm ready. Are we talking in 2022 or are we talking
Well,
soon?
that's pretty quick. Not by the end of 2022, but 2023.
Soon.
Together?
No, he's already been.
Yeah, we'll see. I think she has some ideas about who she wants to go with. We'll see.
I think it'll be a great group of females.
Yeah, the whole NBA. That's who she wants to go with. She wants to be part of the Mile High Club. This creature with the whole sports teams.
He's already been.
Yeah, we'll see. I think she has some ideas about who she wants to go with. We'll see.
I think it'll be a great group of females.
Talk to me about what Lauren has brought to your life.
Lauren is the most generous, most big-hearted person that you would ever meet. So, she is an inspiration in that way. She's just at every level. She's generous with somebody she just meets. She's generous with every person, and she's generous in the large too. She never misses a birthday. The network of people that she gives birthday presents to is gigantic, and that's just a small example.
That's so sweet.
It's true.
It's very sweet.
It's all your money, you jackass. Of course she's going to be generous with your money, you dum-dum.
Network of people that she gives birthday presents to is gigantic, and that's just a small example.
That's so sweet.
It's
But
true.
It's very
But
sweet.
she's just a very big-hearted person.
I'd love to know, what does a typical Saturday night look like for Jeff and Lauren?
We can be kind of boring.
You're never
I
boring.
mean, we can be a little-
That's not true.
But
I can be boring.
it's really, I would say normal. We have dinner with the kids. That's always fun and a great conversation. There's 7 between.
And when she says dinner with the kids, she means the whole basketball team.
There's a lot of discussion, and then we watch a movie, and
Typical Saturday night, probably a movie.
by committee.
Yeah, eyes wide shut. Remember I was telling you on that last live stream, it's basically like an eyes wide shut relationship. They have.
She say,
Yeah, we probably spend more time picking the movie than we need to.
but
Yeah,
I think that's
for
the fun
It's
part.
fun.
Oh, what else are they going to talk? Hold on. My hand's getting tired from holding it. So, hold on. I had to take a break for a second. So what I was explaining was this creature. Let me show you some of this creature's boyfriends, and what a big difference this creature went from to Bozo over here. All right. Lawrence Sanchez's boyfriend.
Here are some pictures that match.
Let's look at some of her boyfriends. And then she goes with Bozo. Yeah, all right. I believe it. Let's see if I can get. Where am I? Let's look at some of the creature's boyfriends. Let's start with this. This was her husband at one time. Let's start with this image. All right. He looks like a normal dude, Nothing wrong with this dude. Here's another image. Let me just... Well, anyway, I can't get a good... Let's see if this image is better. Like I said, right here, the person looks normal, all right? Oh, yeah, there was a Baphomet on the shirt. I didn't see it. This image, they look like a normal couple here. But let's go to... Then when she got divorced, or it got divorced, this creature, then it started dating others. Here's a football... I don't know who this is. It's a football player. He looks like he's a black dude. Here's another one. Oh, here's another one. That's the same guy, I think. Okay, so she's dating football players. And then she's dating... Where is it? Man, I can't find it now. I just saw it a minute ago. Oh, then she was dating a basketball player named Derek Fisher. The one on the right there. He's a LA Lakers, he used to be. And what else? Who's this? Yeah, that's that Derek Fisher. So she's dating black dudes, and not that there's anything wrong with that. That's not even what the discussion is about. What I'm trying to show you is that I was doing that Seinfeld episode when they were talking about certain type of people, and they would go, no, not that there's anything wrong with that, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if this is the type of people that this creature is attracted to, there is no way that you go from that to Jeff Bezos. I don't care there's just no way. Okay. And there's no way Jeff Bezos would be attracted to that when he's when he could have anybody he wants, in the sense, and he doesn't have to get married, all right. And there's whatever, man. Let's just find out how much Lawrence Sanchez is worth. What is Lawrence Sanchez's net worth? Her net worth is $30 million. Let's find out how she made her money. How did Lawrence Sanchez make her money?
According to Fortune, previously, Sanchez was a news anchor and entertainment reporter. But she later became a trained helicopter pilot and founded an aerial filming company, Black Ops Aviation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Black Ops, all right. Yeah, she loves the cockpit. That's right. She loves that cockpit. There ain't no way in hell that this is a legit relationship, okay? Like I said, there's something going on here, all right? Basically, what I'm saying is it's some kind of eyes wide shut type of relationship where I think she is the recruiter who brings in people to these parties that have, orgies and stuff like that going on. You don't think they're doing these kind of things? Of course they are. Of course they are, folks. Not that they do it every day, I'm not saying that they do it every day. They, whatever, once a week, or whatever the heck, they go to islands. These people fly to these places, just like that. What's that dude's name who had an island, and they do this stuff. Anyway, my point is basically she's just a recruit for like that's why the creature was dating basketball players and stuff like that. So she's got the inside scoop. But anyway, my point is that there's just some fishy going on. Anyway, let's finish the conversation why I'm showing the space thing. Hold on.
Time to find that movie. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we probably spend more time picking the movie than we need to.
But I think that's the fun
It's
part.
fun.
So you heard it here first. She's gonna be going to space, Lauren Sanchez, with an all-female crew, and their Saturday nights, Susan, are sort of just like us.
Exactly. But I love what he said about Lauren being so generous and
Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Hold on, folks. I think I missed the first part of it.
Sprawling home.
Let me see if I missed the first part.
An example. It was only a little more than 100 years ago.
No, I didn't miss it. Did you hear that they said it's going to be an all-female? Well, how could that be possible if that one's going? It can't be all-female if that one's gone. An all-female crew. Not if Lauren's going. It's not going to be all-female. Anyway, so they're saying that creature is going to go up into one of the Toys R Us rockets, that Bezos has. Yeah, it's all mockery, folks. The fact that it looks like a wiener, the rockets. I mean, it's complete mockery, and the whole idea of the needle, the Washington Monument and the Space Needle, and I told you it is the whatever, it's the perversion, they're perverted, these people. And you remember I talked about that Brittany Griner creature, and I've told you why that person's famous, right? Brittany Griner is because why they made this creature famous is because of the Elvis puzzle, because Elvis died at the age of 42 and Washington's the 42nd state, right? I told you everything's about the number 42 also. Whatever. The 42 is very important. I've explained it and showed it over the years, what the 42 is all about. So this creature who's in Russian custody, right, supposedly, this creature, the reason they chose this creature for this incredible timing of this supposed war going on and the creature, Brittany Griner, being caught up in this and being detained because of some hashish oil in her vape, in its vape cartridge or whatever the hell. That's why they're detaining the creature. The reason they picked this creature to be is because the creature plays for the Phoenix Mercury basketball. All right, it's it's an all creature basketball league. Anyway, so the reason they picked this creature is because it plays for the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix. I told you Elvis is the Phoenix, and he's the beast out of the sea, the Phoenix rising, the goat, the kraken. All right, he's the camel that that goes through the eye of the needle. Anyway, so Elvis, I told you, died at the age of 42 in Washington, where Seattle is, is the 42nd state, right? And the creature for the Phoenix, Mercury, wears the number 42. All right? And if you've been watching my videos, you remember I showed you that during the June 11th March for Our Lives event, March for Our Lives protest that was all across the America and other countries even. Because I told you everything to do with Black Lives or March for Our Lives, whatever it is, it has to do with Elvis, because Elvis is the word lives, is the word lives, all right, or Levi's, whatever. So Black Elvis Matters or March for Elvis protest. That happened on June 11th, the March for Elvis protest. And what's important is that the word and the protest would have to do with guns. They were protesting guns, right? To get rid of it or whatever they want to do. I don't know what they want to do with it. But the word gun equals 42, all right, on the at the very top, and then 15 for the reduced number, 42, 15, 57, right? Which I always tell you, 42 plus 15 is 57. So 42, 15. And this creature wears the number 42, all right? And then when the creature played for the Olympics, what number did Brittany Griner wear for the Phoenix Mercury? It won't say it, but I'll just show it to you. I just want you to see it. So it's number 42, right? All right. And just real quick, I'm going to show you the next thing in a moment. I just want you to see it. See, and then look, notice this. Watch this. Watch how I destroy the matrix right in front of your eyes. If I could get this stupid thing to focus. This is the best it's going to get, I guess. So look, it's got the number 42, and that's, I guess, short for Phoenix. Look, P is the 16th letter, right? H is the 8th letter. Look at that. It's 8/16. That's Elvis's death date right in front of you. Because see, notice the X is a different color. So it's PH 8/16. You see that? And what am I trying to do here? Oh, and 16 and 8 is 24, and 24 and 24, the X is the 24th letter, that's 48. And I told you the 48th prime number is 223. Okay, and that's 2023 is next year. And there's more connections, even the word twin equals 66, and the X and the 42. I can't understand why I can't get this to focus. This is just unbelievable. No matter what I do, it won't focus. The X is 24, I said, and the 42, if you add that up, that's 66. The word twin equals 66. So, it's got all kinds of stuff on here, right? And anyway, so let's find out what the number, this person, remember I told you gun equals 4215. Hold on. Oh, I'm trying to, hold on. I can't get this stupid thing. Where's the button? What number did Brittany Griner wear in the Olympics?
According to Sports
Look
Star,
at the number.
Hindu, Griner, who wore the number 15 in international...
So look, so not only did it wear the number 42, it also wore the number 15. Where is it? There it is. Where? Let me give you, there it is right there, the creature. Look, 15. Now what is the chance of that? 42 and 15. Think about what I just showed you. All right? And see, it has nothing to do with the gun, the GUN. It's not about that. It's just that the protest was about the 42. I mean, it was about the gun because it equals 42-15, which equals 57. And I explained to you that the 57th Super Bowl is next year when Elvis turns 88. It's what's important is that it's a crown, okay? The 42, the 15 is a crown because the 15th letter of the alphabet is the O. That's the crown. So it's 42 with a crown. And that's where you get the 57. The 57 is not what's important. It's the 42 with the 15, which is the crown. Okay? 15th letter of the alphabet is the O. All right? Is there anyone who doesn't get what I'm trying to tell you guys here? And if you don't believe me that it's completely set up like this, I'm going to prove it to you in a moment. But I want to make sure that everybody here understood that before I move on to the next thing I'm going to show. Is there anyone in the chat who did not understand what I just said? I'm going to give it another 10 seconds for somebody to answer. I guess everybody gets it. I'm assuming. Okay. So before I move on, let me just make sure. There's lots of words that equal that 42-15. Like, I mean, but I'd have to look it up. I don't remember what they were, but here's how you know that it's not a coincidence. All right. So remember, this creature who was wearing the phoenix outfit with the number 42. Okay. Now, 42, and then it wore the 15. So it had those are the two numbers, right? 42-15. And I told you that the word gun equaled 42-15. And a few other words too. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But here in the 15 is the crown, like I said. Now, remember, he played for the Phoenix in the 42. Listen carefully. What stadium was the 42nd Super Bowl?
According to Wikipedia, the game was played on February 3rd, 2008, at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Besides the Glendale, Arizona, because I told you I live in Glendale, California. I told you I'm connected to this because I told you this was my destiny. Anyway, so the 42nd Super Bowl was played at Phoenix University Stadium. So 42nd, right? Now, 15 years later, because you remember this was played. What year was the 42nd Super Bowl?
Here is some information for what year was Super Bowl 42? According to official website of the New England Patriots, the New England Patriots take on the New York Giants in Super Bowl 42 on February 3rd, 2008 at University.
So 2008, it was the 42nd Super Bowl at Phoenix University Stadium in Arizona. So 15 years later would make 2023. Where is the 2023 Super Bowl going to be held?
Glendale. According to AZ Central,
it's going to be Glendale, Arizona again. But the stadium is not the same stadium. And it's the same stadium, but they changed the name to State Farm, which I can tell you what that's about too. But so 42, the Phoenix Stadium, 15 years later, 42-15, and it's the 57th Super Bowl, just like the word gun. It's 42-15, just like Brittany Griner, 42-15. Do you see it? Is this impossible? Do you understand how impossible the coincidences that I'm showing you? And by the way, folks, for the people in this chat who didn't see my live stream the other day, I did a live stream. You got to go and watch it on my main channel. See, it doesn't show up. It shows up under the words live stream, okay? You have to go to my main channel. Just type in Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle into the YouTube search, and you'll see my. You'll go to that channel, which has like 3,000 something subscribers, and go to the live section. There's a button where it says live, and go there, and you'll see the live stream I did after the Super Bowl one. Yeah. Anyway, but do you see how incredible that is? And I still don't think you guys get it. I mean, do you understand what I just showed you? And yet I don't see one person commenting about this. See, this is why I don't. This is when I get really irritated at the viewers. If this was anybody else's channel, every channel would be like, "Oh my goodness, that's incredible!" Blah blah blah, you know. But this channel, everybody's like, you know, sleeping their couch, or just sitting back. Oh yeah, that's cool. You know, no big deal. I told you. Look, this is why I always get mad at the viewers here, because I just can't understand it. I feel like I'm talking to myself, you know, when I'm showing them this, and you know, like I said, it shocks me. Even me knowing this information and seeing it, you know, pointing it out, I'm shocked even when I see it now, you know, and I just don't understand how it doesn't shock you when you see that right in front of your eyes, you know. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to argue with you guys about it, but I'm just saying it gets so frustrating, you know, trying to. Because I always see people come to my channel promoting other people's channel, but if you look at them on other people's channels, they never promote me. I have never seen not one person promote my channel on another person's live stream. Not even one, man. It's so sad, man. But people come to my channel and promote other people's channel, which I don't care. Because I want people to watch other people. I don't care if they watch other people, but it just boggles my mind that this is the most important information that we should try to be getting out to help people, you know, because we know that it's coming, but we can't do anything, you know. we you know, there's no way we can get this information out there. Anyway, don't worry, I'll leave the video up. So whatever you missed, you can go back and watch it. I just all of a sudden got in the mood to give out information. Anyway, so this creature, let me tell you what happened to by the way, Brittany Griner was sentenced. Look at the day that the creature was sentenced. Because you know my two predictions, right? Seattle is on June 11th. And Trump head wound is on August 4th. What date was Brittany Griner sentenced? Where is it? Oh, I can't find it. Well, it says it right here, but I wanted them to say it. What was the date of Brittany Griner's sentencing? Not Simpson. I said sentencing. What was the date that Brittany Griner got sentenced?
According to PBS, Griner, an 8-time All-Star center with the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury and a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, was convicted August 4th after police said they found vape canisters containing cannabis oil in her luggage.
So it was convicted on August 4th when the court date was over. Anyway, so recently it's been over the news again. It's always going to be in the news till whatever happens to this person. Okay, you know, I see something tragic coming. I'm just saying, I don't know, something, you know, because because you know it wears the number 42, so expect something tragic. That's all I'm saying. But even if nothing happens, it still has been in the news, the number, you know. So look, Brittany Griner in the news. Let me show you. I want you to read. Hold on. Brittany Griner now confined to.
According to CBS Sports.
Look at this. Why? Watch this. Look, Brittany Griner was transferred to a penis colon. To a penis colony. Penis colony. See, I knew it. See, it got transferred to the penis colony. Can you believe this? Unbelievable, man. It got transferred. Anyway. All right, folks. I'm gonna end the video here. So I entertained everybody for 2 hours. You know, that's why my throat's hurting now because I did an hour earlier. All right, folks. End your conversations and yeah, make sure you watch the whole video because if you came in late, to anybody who came in late, you got to watch the whole video. Like I said, it's so perfect. And by the way, that 42nd Super Bowl, like I told you, was played in Arizona. Arizona is the 48th state, and the 48th prime number is 223, which is 2023. You understand? And oh, I have it right here. And look, you see? And the number 42 prime number, look at that, 181. It equals 181. If you add the 42 to the 181, because it equals that, it's 223. Even the 42 is 223. The 48th prime number is 223. And Super Bowl 48 was won by Seattle. Arizona's the 48th state where Super Bowl 42 and the next Super Bowl is going to be. Yeah. Look, to people saying don't get mad and I understand what you're saying, but it's so hard if you understand how many years I've been doing this and I ask nothing in return. All I ask is that people get the information because we're trying to help people. We don't want to see anybody get stuck in this whatever this Seattle event's going to be. And not only because of getting them out of that area, of that whole, I'm telling people to get out of all of Washington or even the surrounding areas, you know, on the other side of the water, whatever. But what I'm saying is that not only do we want to help the people to get out of that, but we also want to show them how the Holy Spirit works and how Jesus, brought me to this information. I told you this was my destiny. And if people see that I was telling people for all these years that this is going to happen on these two dates, June 11th, Seattle, and August 4th, Trump had one. When these two events happen, there's no way they're going to deny that God is real. There's no way they're going to be able to deny it now, So if they were looking for a sign, there it is, But like I said, most people they're not gonna believe anyway. You have to be able to have you have to have spiritual eyes and ears to understand all of this. First of all, we don't even know what the event is going to be. All right. That's the thing. We don't even know what the event is going to be. We just know that it's going to be something spectacular. It has to be. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Someone's asking me, is it going to be more than the Seattle? I believe that the Elliott Bay is ground zero. All of that Elliott Bay area where Puget Sound is. So Elliott Bay, because I told you, it's like the reset when God reset the earth, he used water to flood the earth and reset. So water equals reset. Okay. And Elvis equals water in gematria. Elvis equals reset in gematria. Same thing, because water equals reset. It's the same numbers. All of the numbers are the same, not just a couple of the numbers. Every number is the same. So that's why, if whatever this event is going to be, that's why I'm telling you that Elvis is the Kraken, the beast side of the sea, the phoenix rising from the ashes, the goat, and he's the sea goat, SEAC, like Seattle. The sign of a Capricorn, the month he's born, January, is a sea goat. All right. Like I said, he's the camel that goes through the eye of the needle, the space needle. Whatever this is, that's why I'm saying get out of that whole area. Be, you know, don't wait till that day. I would leave. I would leave as soon as possible and don't come back. All right. There's nothing there. It can't get any better. For anyone who thinks that you're going to get better in Seattle or Washington, you're crazy. That place is doomed. All right. Anyway, so that's why I'm saying you're not doing it for me. By that's why I get frustrated when I'm pouring my soul out to you guys. What do they say? Pouring my heart out, trying to get this information, and for people to take it seriously. You know, and when you look at how many people are actually watching and how many people actually tell other people, because people are scared to tell. And what's funny is they've been, let's say for the last few years, which I told you, this is like the fifth or sixth year. And I told you 2023 is the last year, which is the sixth year, I think, or the whatever, fifth or sixth year. Um, and I told everybody from the very beginning, I just didn't know which year. But now that I know in the movie, there was in one of the movies, I think it was Contact. I didn't know what this word meant, but I heard it in there. It said the primer. They said so once they found the primer, they understood what the puzzle meant. So that's why I'm assuming that it means the key, basically. That's not what it means probably, but I'm using it as an example. Like now I realize the key to unlocking the mystery of the year. Now I understand it, because I'm right about the days. I just wasn't sure about the year. But now that I understand it, why the 2022 2023 is so important, and like I said, it makes perfect sense now, because it has to do with Elvis being dead for 44 45 years and Trump being the 44 45 president. Anyway, yeah, so all I'm saying to you guys is that I understand your dilemma. You tell people and you get embarrassed. They go, oh, you told us, and now uh uh it didn't come to fruition. First of all, we don't even want it to happen, but I'm telling you, it's going to happen. We can't stop what's coming. It's going to happen. Just like 9/11 happened, this is going to happen. You can't stop it. Uh, but do we want it to happen? Absolutely not. But do we want to go against what God ordained? Absolutely not. Whatever God ordained to happen is going to happen. So if this is what the Antichrist has to do, there's nothing we can do. All we can do is warn people to get right with God. Anyway. So where are we at here? Um, yeah, I can't remember now what the State Farm connection was. I had it written down somewhere. Um, so I don't want to get into it now. It's not that important because someone was asking me about the State Farm because it went from Phoenix University Stadium to State Farm. It's called the where the football games are. I mean, where the Super Bowls were. All right. Yeah, whatever God's will is, let it be. Let it happen. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you going to go against what God knows what's best for us? There's a reason why he's allowing this to happen because he's about to take us up, okay? But first, these things have to happen, all right? There could be nothing greater than to know that, because who wants to live in this? I mean, can you imagine having to live with, I mean, when I go out there, it's the most depressing place when I walk the streets. You know, I walk, I say, oh my God, look at these people. And now people are bringing the thing back. They're wearing it now again because of what they're hearing on the news. They're bringing it back. I mean, it is, like I said, but that's not what's making it depressing, just people in general. You know, it's just so depressing out there, man. Anyway. But there's still some good people out there, you know. That's why we have to be strong for them and to bring them to the knowledge that we have, you know. Anyway, folks. All right. Anyway, I'll get off my what do they call that? A perch? My soapbox, whatever. I don't know what they call it, but I'm just look, folks. Like I said, it gets frustrating. That's all I'm saying. You know, when you know something and you can't do anything about it, I don't know what to do because I have to show this last, you know, whatever amount of videos it's going to be, 10 pre-recorded videos. I have to get it out, and then I can go to the streets and start doing it. Just because I want to do that. You know, but I'm not going to travel all over I'm just going to go to out here and hopefully the word spreads from there. I'm just going to go to the local area and hold up signs telling people what's coming. Anyway. All right. Take care. I appreciate everybody, okay? Don't think I don't. I do. But I told you, I just get frustrated. That's all. You know, I'm a human being, and sometimes we just, we lose our cool, you know. Anyway, but I've never had a fight in my entire life, so don't no one get it twisted, okay? When I get angry or argue, I never hit anybody. I've never had a fight in my entire life. I back down from many, many, many fights, okay? Because I'm not a fighter, all right? I just want, things to be good. I don't want no evil, even though I've done wicked things, throughout, mainly because of my gambling addiction, which I no longer have, but that was what the 90% of the wicked things that I did in my life was because of that. And the only thing that saved me was Jesus, or I'd still be gambling. If it wasn't for Jesus, I'd still be gambling. Like I said, folks, repent now, get right with God, because things are going to be moving pretty quick once the Antichrist reveals himself, All right, folks. Yeah, I've shown my Bible. I have 2 Bibles. One of them I don't use. I read a couple of verses out of the one, and I didn't like the the way it was. I couldn't even see it because it's too small, the writing. And then when I got the second Bible from my brother's, because somebody's asking me, do I have a Bible? The I was at my brother's house helping him clean out his, you know, garage or his room or whatever it was, and I saw that he had a Bible just laying there, and I said, "Can I have this?" He goes, "Yeah." And it's not even his. He just, I don't know where he got it from, but it has somebody's name on it. But I took that Bible, and yeah, that's the Bible I read. I had never read the Bible, the whole Bible. I mean, I had heard, a few verses here and there. And I told everybody what the two verses are, that the first two verses I ever knew were John 8:44, which had to do with Jesus calling out the pigeon peckers. And then the other one, my second Bible verse, was Genesis 6:14, which is Trump's birthday, 6:14. And the reason I knew that verse is because that's where God tells Noah to build the ark. You see how incredible everything is? That was and think about it, 8:44, that was the first Bible verse, 8:44 and 6:14. And I told you Trump, who's born on 6:14, is going to get his head one on 8:4, and then 4 days later, he comes back into the limelight on 8:7 or 8:8. You see? See how incredible that is? 8:44. That was the first Bible verse I knew. And the only reason I knew that Bible verse is because it was exposing the pigeon peckers. Jesus said, he was telling the pigeon peckers, you are of your father, the devil. Yeah, I appreciate everything. Yeah, God bless all of you. For the people who got in late, make sure you watch from the beginning. This is a really important video that you watch the whole thing, and that way you can see how incredible the connections are, okay? There's just one part that you need to watch especially, all right? But, the whole thing is kind of entertaining, but the main thing I want people to watch is the whole Brittany Griner story, the whole, why it's such a perfect connection. Yep, that's right. Like in that Back to the Future with the 88. Yeah, that's what he says. Christopher Lloyd. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, yeah. Elvis turns 88 next year. Yeah. Don't worry, like I told you. To all the people who are taking this seriously, you are going to be vindicated, even though it's going to be whatever, like I said, we can only pray that whatever this spectacular event is, that it's not going to hurt anybody, but that that's not the way they work. That whatever they're going to do, this is going to be as real can be. All right. I told you folks, they have to make it look real. This has to be something so real and so spectacular for people to fall for whatever this is going to be. It has to be something incredible. All right. Anyway. All right. I got 30 more seconds. I'm counting in my head, folks. So end your conversations. And like I said, make sure you watch the whole video. And if you came in late, make sure you watch from the beginning. But the problem is, you're not going to be able to see the live chat for like 12 hours because it has to be processed. Once I end the live stream, you can't see the live stream chat anymore. Yep, we have to get ready. That's right. Be prepared for the return of Christ. I'm telling you. Once that Antichrist is revealed, then it's that time is short. Yeah, I see your comment about the Mel Gibson movie. That's right. Yeah, make sure, like I said, folks, make sure you go to my main channel and watch that live stream that I did the other day. You have to go to the live section of the channel. Go to Jurassic Liars Elvis Seattle. Type that into the YouTube search, and go to my main channel and watch the live stream over there too. that I did the other day. It's important, all these live streams. Go watch it. All right. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End the video.